Here at Rapid 2023, there are a lot of interesting ways to make parts. For metal parts, powder metallurgy, of course, is a time-honored way of taking a green compact and sintering it to make a near-net shaped part. But there are other technologies. I'm with Paul Maloney, he's Chief Revenue Officer for Speed 3D. And Paul, I understand you have a radically different way of thinking about making metal parts.
We do. So Speed 3D uses a technology called cold spray technology, invented by the Soviets back many, many years ago, and up until now it's been used predominantly for coatings and repair work. Our founder, Stephen Byron, were looking for alternatives to casting, so they kind of scoured, they looked at powder bed fusion, other technologies, and they found cold spray. The beauty of cold spray is that there's no lasers, there's no sintering, there's no melting. It takes metal particles, shoots them through a rocket nozzle at about Mach 3, and they fuse together on the substrate through kinetic energy. So you go layer by layer, and you can get really strong material properties out of it because of this.
So you just slam metal particles together so fast that they just instinctively fuse without any additional energy source?
No additional energy source. They just kind of deform and merge together. So you get really dense parts. You're going to get 99 plus percent dense parts.
Do you use a mandrel or some kind of a base form to shoot the metal particles on?
No, it's just coming through a rocket nozzle going through. So it's just like any other additive from cat to part. It's shooting them onto a substrate.
And is there significant heat buildup in the part during the build process?
There can be, but you're not going to get any melting or sintering, but you will get some heat buildup in there.
And what sort of materials typically and applications do you foresee for this process?
That's a great question. So the materials, the beauty of cold spray is you can pretty much blow any powder through that. Right now we've got a handful of materials qualified. We've got aluminum 6061, we've got bronze, we've got copper, and we just released 316L. But we're working with a lot of partners for some more exotic materials.
Those materials are 316L, I think of medical, for example, chemical process industries. You mentioned 6061, a common aluminum grade, maybe aerospace, automotive applications. Bronze is a very interesting material. You don't see that very much as additive material. Naval corrosive materials applications?
Yeah, so bronze has come in really strongly on the defense side. So when we had a trial with the Australian military, we were out in the bush for about close to a year, 2 different 6-month trials. They love bronze because it's really strong and it's corrosive resistant, so they replaced a lot of steel parts with bronze. So we're seeing it on the maritime side as well, for sure.
Possible applications for anti-friction bearings, plain bearings?
Yeah, potentially downstream. Right now, we've got a heavy focus on defense. We're moving into the commercial side on aerospace and oil and gas and mining, so resources. So yeah, absolutely.
A radically different way to make powdered metal parts, says Paul Maloney of Speed 3D. At Rapid TCT 2023, the air was electric. The excitement about manufacturing in America is palpable. New technologies, new ways of implementing additive manufacturing, not just for prototyping, but as a true production process, were all over this show floor. The future looks very bright for manufacturing in America based on what we have seen here. Thanks for joining us on the show floor. See you next time. Today's episode is brought to you by Engineering.com, a globally trusted source for engineering content. Check out this and many other exclusive videos for the engineering professional found only on Engineering.com TV today.